The Korean entertainment scene is back. Not because of the new album, nor because of the announcement of a world tour. This time, it was just a short video, no more than a few seconds long, but the impact felt like a huge wave that swept social media mercilessly. In the video, a very familiar figure with millions of pairs of eyes can be seen walking slowly. His steps were calm, his face half covered, and the atmosphere around seemed deserted. No laughter. There was no other figure beside him. Just him, Jungkook, and the impression that he was coming home alone. As soon as the video appeared, one simple sentence immediately took possession of the timeline: Jungkook came home alone. That question sounds trivial. But in the world of global fandom, small questions often turn into long discussions, layered speculations, even theories that go far beyond what is seen on the screen. It didn't take long before the video spread. From one anonymous account, it moved to forums, then to large platforms, until it finally appeared on various entertainment channels hungry for clicks and attention, and from that moment on, everything changed. Interestingly, the video does not show anything really surprising. There are no dramatic scenes. There is no conflict. There is no dialogue. But precisely because of its simplicity, this video feels awkward. But on the other hand, many also choose silence. They're rewatching. Then watch again. As if trying to find something hidden between those seconds. Why do you feel so sad when you're just walking? Wrote a netizen. Comments like this only magnify the emotional effect of the video. The Home Alone narrative begins to cling. And when a narrative is embedded, it's hard to just pull it out. Shortly after the viral video, some entertainment media began to pick it up. No one dares to conclude directly. But each word seems to be directed to one goal: to make the reader continue to wonder. This is where the old pattern comes back into view. When the facts are not yet clear, the empty space will always be filled by assumptions. And assumptions, if wrapped in emotion, will feel like the truth. In a matter of hours, the fandom split into several camps. The first camp believes the video for what it is. They see Jungkook walking by himself and think of it as a private moment that happened to be recorded. The second camp felt that something was wrong. They judged the camera angle too fitting, the distance too close, and the timing too perfect. The third camp chose silence, but observed. They did not comment, but kept abreast of developments. These questions hang without answers. And precisely because of the unanswered, the curiosity is strengthened. One detail that many people later realized was the first account to upload the video: the digital footprint is slowly disappearing. But the video has already spread widely, re-downloaded, cut, and re-uploaded by hundreds of other accounts. This phenomenon raises one big question: if this video is so ordinary, why is its origin so mysterious? In the midst of the uproar, one thing was most striking. There was no immediate clarification. No statement. There is no objection. No explanation. This silence is interpreted variously. Some consider it natural. Others feel even more convinced that something is deliberately left floating. In fact, in the Korean entertainment world, silence is often not a sign of recognition, but rather a strategy. But the public rarely wants to wait. It is interesting to see how one short video is able to trigger such a wide emotional response. Many fans claim to feel strange, sad, or uncomfortable, although they don't know exactly why. Media psychologists once referred to this phenomenon as projected narrative, when viewers project their own feelings onto ambiguous visuals. In this case, Jungkook didn't say anything. But the public spoke for him, and that's where the problems begin. Some observant observers began to compare the video with other footage from the same alleged time and location, but these findings sink amid a sea of reaction content, emotional edits, and bombastic titles, because in the digital age, emotions always spread faster than analysis. The word alone becomes the center of everything. In fact, the video itself never really shows the whole situation, but once a label is affixed, it will live on its own. Reaction videos are popping up. Melancholic music is added. Slow motion cuts are propagated. All reinforce one and the same impression, though not necessarily true, and the public is increasingly convinced that they have seen something. As the debate wore on, a small snippet of information began to circulate in limited circles. Not many. Not viral. But enough to keep some people quiet. This information does not come from the big media. Not from an official statement. Rather, it is from simple technical analysis that goes unnoticed by many. Slowly, a whole picture began to form, and that's where the real core is. The video that had been believed to show Jungkook going home alone was not a complete recording, but the result of cuts and rearrangements from other videos. Some of the important parts that show the actual context are not shown, thus creating the impression as if he is really alone. In other words, a widely circulated video is made in such a way as to hurt perception, not to show the events as they really are, and when the piece was realized, many finally fell silent, not out of surprise, but out of realizing how easily the public's emotions are directed by just a few visual seconds.